I'm your host, Chris Barbee of Grand Valley Alumni Relations. On this edition of 10 or 10, 10 minutes or 10 questions, we welcome Cassonya Carter, Senior Academic Advisor for the Office of Student Services at the Kirkhof College of Nursing. Cassonya received her Associate of Arts degree from Grand Rapids Community College, her Bachelor of Science in Public Relations, and Master of Education from Grand Valley State University. Currently, she is active with the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Positive Black Women, member of Lighthouse Full Center Church, and is also involved on various committees. Cassonya has participated in various plays, musicals, gospel recordings, and has sung for various special occasions. She also sings the national anthem for various athletic events, including the Detroit Pistons. Cassonya founded the Voices of GVSU when she was an undergrad student at Grand Valley in 1987. She continues to volunteer her time to direct and advise the Voices. There is a lot that I didn't say in your intro that I could have, but we would have been here for a half hour, so I had to stop there. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Chris, for inviting me. I just count this an honor to do anything, of course, for you, because you know you in there. And, you know, of course, our alma mater, Grand Valley State University, we true Lakers. You know, there's nothing I wouldn't do for them.
Well, let's get started. Let me throw these questions at you.
Okay, let me say, whoo, Jesus.
Number one, if you could perform with any musical artist, who would it be?
Ooh, if I could perform with any musical artist, it would be Patti LaBelle. Yes, I would love to do something with Patti LaBelle.
That I don't know if there'd be enough room on that stage for both of you. That would be a show. That would definitely be a show. I'd pay for that one.
I just do it right with her too.
Name a book that you've wanted to read but haven't had a chance to get to yet.
All right, I'm gonna actually grab it real quick here.
Okay.
It is called The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. I just got it, and I thought I was gonna start reading it in the middle of the pandemic, and have not had a chance to read it. I actually thought about reading it when I saw it on Good Morning America after all of the different protests after the the death of George Floyd, and just dealing with skin color and things like that. So the difference and so I just said I was going to read it, so I ordered it, but I haven't had a chance to do it.
I just want to let people know that you don't get these questions in advance, but you were prepared for that one right there. So.
Actually, it was sitting here so that in between when I'm working, I was like, oh, when I take a break, I'm gonna grab it and read it. That never happened.
So, question number 3: who has been the most influential person in your passion for music?
I would say my parents. Number one, both of my parents were singers. And both have since gone home to be with the Lord. But my mom was a singer, and she sang a lot when I was a little girl. And just been with singing, it's just been so great to hear people say, "Oh, you remind me of your mother," you know, because I was 8 and 56 now. So there's so much that I remember as far as her singing. And then I would just have to say my music mentors would be Craig Tyson, Jerry Benton, and Dwayne Davis. And they were very instrumental in my music, you know, and the love for music. And Bishop William C. Abney gave it to me, that foundation, and Reverend Clifton Rhodes with the spiritual piece of it.
Okay. Growing up, how did you answer the question of what you wanted to be?
Growing up, I'm gonna be really honest, don't you laugh. I thought I was gonna be the next Oprah.
That is not, I can see that.
I really did. I love people. I love just motivating people to be their best. And it just never happened. The music part kind of took over, and then education. But that's what I really had started off as focusing on, having my own talk show.
Well, you know, we're lucky that you didn't go that route, because then we wouldn't have gotten the singing. So, yeah. Tennis shoes or heels?
Well, Chris, you went there, didn't you? ooh, girl can do anything. You can do anything with some heels. So I would say heels all day long. I just, it's something about the extra that a pair of heels give you. And a pair of heels makes you walk in confidence if you know how to walk in them.
Yeah. If you don't, it's a whole nother story.
It's a whole nother story. You better do the gym shoes. But heels just keeps you on your toes, to be really honest. You got to know where you're going. You got to know how you're going. And you got to make sure you upright and focused.
You put some thought into that. So we're halfway home with the time. So question number 6, favorite actor and actress?
Ooh. Favorite actor would be, I would have to say Denzel Washington. I love what he stands for. I love the different, he didn't settle for the typical Black actor role. And I just love his life on and off the screen from what I know and what I've read about. And just his commitment to acting with a purpose, with something that changes the person that is viewing. Then my female would definitely be Cicely Tyson. I mean, just class A all by herself. Just her stance as well, on and off the set, and she's always spitting wisdom. Always spitting wisdom. I mean, even now, and just showing us that no matter what your age is, no matter what life throws at you, no matter what people, you can always be classy, sassy, and strong.
Perfect answer. That was, I actually thought you were going to say Denzel. I don't know why I had that in my mind, but
he just not only fine, he got it all going on. I mean, he also got the brain. So that's what I love. And I listened to one of his speeches for a high school graduation, college graduation, and just the wisdom and the strength he spoke into those young people. It spoke volumes about him off the set as well. So a lot of times when I'm looking at mentors and people that I like, I want to see the whole person, not just what they show me. You know what I mean?
I'm in talks with him for my made-for-TV movie, right?
Oh, okay.
He's playing me, so.
Okay, cool. All right now.
Let's say, this is truly hypothetical. Let's say I come to you and offer you an all-expense-paid 14-day trip. Where are you going to go?
Ooh. Let me think. All expense. Oh, if it had to be, there's a place that I wanted to go in St. Martin, just the island of blue water. And I know if I didn't, I would say Africa, but most people know me and would say, okay, she ain't gonna last in Africa. As much as I would love to go there, I probably wouldn't last in Africa, or any of those other places like that I can't be dressed up. So I probably won't last long, but I would love to go to an island in St. Martin away. Just, the time that I was going to go, then they had the hurricane. So I have not had a chance. But if I had 14 all expense paid, I would go to St. Martin.
All right. Just again, that was hypothetical. That's not my money I'm spending to send you anywhere. Okay?
I know. I'm going to go one day. I was planning on going somewhere before Mr. COVID came to visit.
Gotcha. You sang at one of their games. Who's your favorite Detroit Piston of all time?
Let me see who I would say. I'm a little old school, so I would say Isaiah Thomas.
Okay. Your proudest professional achievement.
My proudest professional achievement would be getting my undergraduate degree, because it was at that time that some of the people that were very important to me were alive and were able to witness their first to walk across the stage. I'm the oldest grandchild and first girl, so my dad and my grandmother had a chance to see me get my degree, and that meant a lot.
Very special moment. Last question. What is your favorite quote or saying?
One of my favorite quotes that I really love and I stand by is by Marva Collins. And something that she said has always stuck with me, that people don't care how much you know. They want to know how much you care. And so you can have as many degrees, you can write as many articles, be so well published. But what are you doing to impact those who you come across? Because when it's all said and done, when that time goes and your time is up, you know, I always talk about that dash, because I want to be known about what's in between my dash, from my beginning to my end. When you're 6 feet under, all of that goes with you, all of those at, you know, different degrees. But I want to plant a seed inside someone that's going to help them become the better them, because they're already great. It's inside them. But if I can do something to bring that greatness out, that will last more than anything. So, you know, that's why I stand on it. They don't care how much you know. They don't. What is it doing for them? They want to know, do you really care about what you do?
Very, very good. So, well, thank you for all that you do. You have touched the lives of so many students on campus, and the love that the students have for you is very evident, and the impact that you have on those that you come in contact with, the smile that you bring everywhere. I don't think I've ever seen you not smile. So thank you for that, and always uplifting everyone you come in contact with.
Thank you. And you know, like I said, I always love you. You know, I got to make you laugh too. What? You know, so, you know, we'll always have that bond, you know, from when we were students at Grand Valley. And I just appreciate you and all you do for us and for the alumni. You make Grand Valley even shine even more by keeping us all involved. And really, when we say Lakers are our family, it's because of people like you that keep us connected from all around the world, and the hard work that you and your staff do. And I do appreciate you.
Well, thank you. And you have a great rest of the week, okay?
All right, you too. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you later.
Okay.
All right, take care, Chris.
Bye.
Bye-bye.